Shalom. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. All right, first and foremost, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakwadash. Shalom to all the hopeful elect out there that's watching. All right. All the laborers out there. Double honors to the elders, to all the elders that rule well. All right. Shalom to all men, women, and children in the faith. All right. All sincere Hebrew Israelites, man. Sabbath, the sun went down. Sabbath ended a couple hours, several hours ago. Sabbath ended several hours ago. I'm out here, Chloe, all as a representative of the Israelite Cavalry, a founder of the Israelite Cavalry. I had to do a live listen to camp video. All right, I'll be out here in a minute. Last month, trying to be more consistent. Life changes happening, but that ain't gonna stop the word. I could have made an excuse today. I'm like, what? Nah, some gotta give. The Lord is all about mercy, right? The Lord does things in measurements, right? The Lord is very mathematical. There's everything in measurement. That's why it says, let me get that. It says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So the Lord is all about just measurements, right? That's when you get into the sacrifices. It's like, what are you willing to give to obtain, to receive, right? Because everything is a balance, right? When somebody comes up, somebody comes down. When somebody goes down, somebody comes up. This is how the Lord's deal on this earth. This is how the Lord judges in this world, right? Let me get this, man. All right, this is Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Right? So a false balance, right? The Lord despises that thing. Right? So you can't. So in your life, right? When you're dealing in your life, you have to find a balance in your life. Right? And it's hard. And it's easy, right? It's real easy to find something that you're overdoing or something that you're not doing, right? That you need to do less of, right? Or you need to do more of. This is what the Lord is talking about. This is Proverbs 11:1. And read this again. A false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. So, it's all about a balance. All about finding that balance. And you can pray for that. With that being said, this is how you do it. This is how you do that thing. This is Psalms chapter 1, verse 2. Start at verse 1. This is Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law do he meditate day and night. Meditate day and night. Blessed is that man, right? Blessed is that man, right? You're not walking in the counsel of the ungodly. You're not standing in the way of sinners, right? What does that mean to stand in the way of sinners, right? No disrespect, but I'm gonna give you a prime example of standing in the way of sinners. Going into a block, a concert. I ain't even gonna show his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Going to those, going to one of those concerts is literally the opposition of blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. Right? Don't go to a concert full of evildoers. Right? If you in this truth, if you in this truth, right now we like to joking, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna go to this, you know what I'm saying? We play out, you know what I'm saying? We play. But on a serious level, right? Nobody should be going to, one of those concerts where there's gonna be a lot of evildoers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of evildoers gonna be at that concert, right? Nobody should voluntarily, not just even like a concert, but places where evildoers are gonna be at. Going to the clubs voluntarily for your leisure, going out to clubs, man, right? Or going to like different events. You know what I'm saying? Like different festivals and events that sinners and evildoers gonna be at. You're not standing in the way of that. You're not there. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be there, man. The blessed man is doing what? This is what King David said the blessed man is doing. Read that again. Because we're talking about finding balance in your life. Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. But what is the counsel of the ungodly? The counsel of the ungodly is a group of ungodly individuals having councils, having meetings, right? You think about, Freemasons. That's the counsel of the ungodly. You think about the Black Boule. That is the counsel of the ungodly. And these things are real. These things are not displayed in the open, but they're real. And you have other counsels, you know what I'm saying? When you meet up with individuals, when you plotting on how to come up wickedly. You know what I'm saying? You talk about shit, gonna hit a lick. We're saying we're gonna hit a stain. So we're gonna kick a couple doors in. We're gonna rob such and such and such. Such and such, we got old girl, she gonna give us the drop, the low, and we're gonna take out such and such. This is the counsel of the ungodly, right? This is the counsel of the ungodly. Linking up with people to basically plot on doing evil, right? So blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, right? You don't walk in the counsel of the ungodly. It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners. I just gave you an example earlier, going to concerts. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And it ain't nothing. Majority of those people in there are wicked, and they're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna die when when prophecy start to take over. They're gonna die. They don't. Those are individuals that the Lord said, let them. Or the angel. Really, the angel said that. The angel Uriel said that. He said, let them. He said, let the multitude perish. They were born in vain. Right? Majority of the masses of the people on this earth are born in vain. Right? They're gonna die, man. They're not here to receive this truth. So guess what? The Lord gotta waste them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna waste them, man. So nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Right? The scornful is what? People that scorn him, man. Right? Negatively, because it says, let me get that. Out of the heart is the abundant. Out of the heart? I can get that scripture. Somebody watching, they can post that on my comment board. But it's out of the heart is the abundance of things. Thinking about that scripture right now, but it just says that nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. What does that mean? You sitting around talking. You got some scoffers and scorners that be scorning, like scoffers and scorning, talking bad and shit. You're around them type of people. They talking wicked, right? Everything that come out of their mouth is death. Just death. You know what I'm saying? Everything that come out of their mouth is death. They scorners, man. They scornful, man. They scornful. You like I think about Young Thug, man. That's a scornful individual. That's a prime example right there. Young Thug, when he was in that on that phone, when them jail phone calls got leaked, what was he doing? Right? He was gossiping, right? But he was gossiping bad about people, other people. They call it pillow talking, but he's scornful. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, he ain't But shit, you just, but that's your brother though, right? Or this, right? Just talking bad, scornful. I'm just using him as an example. There's other motherfuckers out there, man, that be talking shit, right? Everything you say, or you can say something positive. You know what I'm saying? They negative. Call them negative Nancy's, pessimists. That's what scripture say, scornful, man. Because everything starting in the mind. You gotta believe first. You gotta believe that the Lord gonna do good for you. You gotta have faith in your how about Shema Shai that He gonna do good for you. I'm gonna say this: all the scriptures are null and void and vain. It don't matter if you don't actually believe in the good that the Yahweh has for you by Shema Shai. If you don't believe that in your mind, and then you gotta speak it, you gotta be in your mind, you gotta meditate it, come in your heart, and it's gonna come out. I didn't even say you gotta speak it. If it's in your heart, it's gonna come out. Regardless, it's gonna come out because it's in your heart. So if you saying that the Lord gonna do good, it's in your heart, it's gonna come out, right? You are what you call exhorter. You're not a scorn. You're not a scorner. You're an exhorter, right? The blessed man is sitting with the exhorters, man, with the believers, man, right? It says, verse 2, but his delight is in the law of Yahweh. Delight, meaning you find pleasure. You find pleasure in the instructions of Yahweh by Shema Shai, right? I take my thing, I'm low on juice. I'm on 2%, man. Goddamn. Might be a short one. I had to go to my shit that. Man, long juice. I had to come back. Tomorrow I finish something. Shit gonna die. Alright. See, verse 2, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do if you meditate day and night. Meditate just means to think upon. Just think upon what you're thinking about. Meditate, you're thinking on it consistently, right? You're in deep thought, meditating on. Man, when the Lord said this, you know what I'm saying? You really think about it. You just don't just read it. Nah, you think about it, man. I was like, David did such and such. You're like, man. And then you start getting into the details of everything, right? And then you start studying the different commandments and what time they did this and when they did that. You meditate on these different things, man, right? And ultimately, your conscience, you start to grow. You start to grow a righteous conscience that this stuff is second nature. Like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do this. And then when you slipping up, you might mess up. And like, I've been messing up, slipping up. The Lord been, you know what I'm saying? The Lord dealing with you. Okay, the Lord been having mercy, been having grace, or whatever. But the wise man's gonna do what? Consider. Let me get that scripture. If my stuff die, I want to get the scripture. Because a wise man is gonna consider. This what makes. We got that prime scripture where it says, righteous man follows, get it for better who follows the mischief. But it's also a scripture that goes with that, man. Right? Because a fool is not going to consider